Well, Black and White Network, yesterday, when I put up my video about the Colorado GOP saying that if Colorado truly does remove Trump from the ballot, they would cancel the primary and go to a caucus system. What the Colorado Supreme Court did was extremely, and I do mean extremely, dangerous. Because I even tweeted out yesterday, man, that the floodgates are starting to open. Because when the super liberal communist Supreme Court of Colorado decided that Trump can't be on the ballot because, in their opinion, he committed insurrection, even though Trump has never been charged with insurrection, never been convicted. Nobody involved in January 6th actually was charged with insurrection. They decided, you know what? Let's just take the law into our own hands and just say that he did it. Remember, the lower ruling came from the a lower court first, but they wouldn't remove Trump from the ballot. That opened the door for the Colorado Supreme Court to say he did commit insurrection. And then right after that, guys, right on cue, we have another state. After what Colorado did, they're trying to remove Trump from the ballot. This is dangerous. Democrats now are plotting to end Donald Trump forever. Folks, it looks like the 2024 election is compromised. Now, this is another blue state because we're talking about the People's Republic of California. Shouldn't be a surprise, man, that they would actually do this. Now, I wasn't anticipating Trump winning California anyway, but what this is really doing, this is disenfranchising people that want to vote for Trump in California. Believe it or not, guys, California has a huge conservative population. They're just outnumbered, like 2-1 when it comes to Democrats out there in California. I mean, Democrats are truly implementing voter suppression. When it came to Georgia with their election integrity law, the left was saying that, they're trying to stop black people from voting. And it backfired because black people were voting more than ever after that law passed, and they still rejected Stacey Abrams. Yeah, Brian Kemp got a nice chunk of the black vote over there in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Could be a little bit wrong, but definitely, I believe he got something like 15% of the black vote. Yeah. So, but anyway, jumping back to California now, this is dangerous, guys. It's not going to stop. They're trying to go full on here and stop people in California from voting Trump. They can't beat Trump. They know they can't beat Trump. Trump is by far the leader in the 2024 election. The Democrats still want to wheel out Joe Biden. People in America are rejecting Joe Biden. And with that rejection, the Democrats are saying, you know what? We're just going to reject the voice of the people. This is true voter suppression. This is not the first time this actually happened, man. The Democrats pulled a stunt like this in 1860. 10 states run by Democrats kept Abraham Lincoln off the ballot. 10 states, all run by Democrats, kept Lincoln off the ballot. He still won the presidency. Yeah, Democrats trying to do it again. But look here. It says in a letter sent on Wednesday, California Lieutenant Governor Eleni, and I'm going to butcher her name here, Kounalakis, called on California Secretary of State Shirley Weber to, quote, explore every legal option to remove former President Donald Trump from California's 2024 presidential primary ballot. And if they actually do this, I believe that the California GOP should take the route that the Colorado GOP said. Cancel the primary, go to a caucus. I would still rather have a primary than just a caucus, but hey, the Democrats are playing dirty They are playing dirty. Chronicles specifically cited the Colorado Supreme Court's Tuesday decision, in which the court ruled 4-3 that Trump is ineligible to be on the ballot. Now, the Colorado Supreme Court, I believe that every single one of the 7 justices are all liberals. And I believe a few of those justices came out and they slammed that ruling by their own Democrat Supreme Court. I mean, this wasn't 7-0, guys. This is 4-3. It barely passed. So that tells you right there that the Democrats, even in Colorado, were not unified on this. Yeah, this is dangerous right here. And here is the letter. They actually do have a letter here. Let's go ahead and try to look at some of this right here. And this is what she writes. Dear Secretary Weber, based on the Colorado Supreme Court's ruling in Anderson versus Griswold, I urge you to explore every legal option to remove former President Donald Trump from California's 2024 presidential primary ballot. I am prompted by the Colorado Supreme Court's recent ruling that former President Donald Trump is ineligible to appear on the state's ballot as a presidential candidate due to his role in inciting an insurrection, which didn't happen, in the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Now, the thing is, man, I don't know how Democrats keep getting away with Trump leading an insurrection. When the breach actually happened, Trump was actually the first breach. Trump was already speaking still. Trump never even went to the Capitol. I believe he went back to the White House. And even when he was speaking, he was telling people to go peacefully because there was already a sanctioned a rally over there anyway. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. This is un-American, man. But anyway, she ends up going on and writing, this decision is about honoring the rule of law in our country and protecting the fundamental pillars of our democracy. Democrats don't believe in democracy. Specifically, the Colorado Supreme Court held in Anderson versus Griswold that Trump's insurrection disqualifies him under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to stand for presidential re-election. Because the candidate is ineligible, the court ruled it would be a wrongful act for the Colorado Secretary of State to list him as a candidate on the state's presidential primary ballot. Furthermore, Colorado Supreme Court cites conservative Justice Neil Gorsuch to make their case, saying the following, quote, as then Judge Gorsuch recognized in Hassan, it is a state's legitimate interest in protecting the integrity and practical functioning of the political process that permits it to exclude from the ballot candidates who are constitutionally prohibited from assuming office. But Trump is not ineligible. He's not. California must stand on the right side of history. California is obligated to determine if Trump is ineligible for the California ballot for the same reasons described in Anderson. The Colorado decision can be the basis for a similar decision here in our state. The Constitution is clear. You must be 40 years old and not be an insurrectionist. And it ends here by saying there will be the inevitable political pungery about a decision to remove Trump from the ballot, but this is not a matter of political gamesmanship. This is a dire matter that puts at stake the sanctity of our Constitution and democracy. Time is of the essence, as your announcement of the certified list of candidates for the March 5th, 2024 primary election is coming up next week on December 28, 2023. Thank you for all your work to make our state's elections a shining example across the country and world, and for your time and consideration on this urgent matter. Best, this socialist lieutenant governor right there. Yeah. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is getting really, really ugly, and it's getting more dangerous. Colorado Supreme Court set up a dangerous precedent. This is bad. Now, here in my state, our Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, he suggested taking Biden off the ballot, but he was just trying to make an example here because this is his exact words right here. He said, quote, "Seeing what happened in Colorado tonight makes me think, except we believe in democracy in Texas. Maybe we should take Joe Biden off the ballot in Texas for allowing 8 million people to cross the border since he's been occupying the Oval Office, disrupting our state far more than anything anyone else has done in recent history." Yeah, but he's not saying that, we're actually going to take Biden off the ballot. He's saying we believe in democracy here in Texas. Over there in California, Colorado, obviously not. This is getting ugly, man. This is getting really, really ugly. And I believe you're going to see more states out there do the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Oregon decides to do this now. Washington State, Chicago, very, very blue states. They're going to try and go ahead and do this. It can get really, really ugly if a swing state decides to go along with Colorado as well. That's when it's going to get super ugly, man. Very ugly. But the Democrats are clearly doing election interference right here. They do not believe in democracy whatsoever. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.